Man Show has launched a brand new series, 15 weeks of Ibuumerang training, starting August 6th every Thursday to November 12th from 6 to 7 p.m. Come get in the way of this information by giving him a call at 313-686-4817. That's 313-686-4817. Starting August 6th every Thursday to November 12th. The Coffee Man Show.
Hey, welcome to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Lohman, a.k.a. Coffee Man. I am here, and you are there, and I say welcome. Let's see, how can we start the show today? I'm 60 years old. I have 5 kids by 5 different women. So my story is tied up into my glory, so it's semi-rags to riches, different things that happen to certain people is temporary. And you can relate to some of this, how you might have went through something, and then when you stayed in it long enough and you didn't give up in it, you started getting some different results, and you saw that the results were great, so you ended up going through it. And the main thing that what I love about the go through is that you're either coming out of something, going through something, getting ready to go into something. It's just amazing. We're going to be going from situation to situation, and there's some situations out here that you're going to love to go through when we get into talking about Ibuumerang. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see that it's getting ready to do some things different. Technology is out here to the point to where you can get in the way of it. Instead of being, just a person in it, you can actually benefit from it. And I'm talking financially incentivized to the point to where it just works. I don't know if you got into an Uber and wondered, when you send your money for you get in the car, who's getting paid. I don't know if that mattered to you, or did you just look at it as a consumer and say, hey, come get me, take me somewhere. And the fact of the matter is that Uber doesn't own a car. Uber doesn't own auto insurance. And now that they're growing so big and everybody got the app in their phone, they just sent everybody a message saying, hey, we're going to start feeding people. Let me switch this phone over to RJ Watkins Live, and feel free to go to RJ Watkins Live to get what's going on here on the phone. Let's see here. Boom, what's on your mind? Let's see how that works. Nope, we can't go there. We can go to create a post. We don't want to go there. Elizabeth, you're going to have to almost help your father. Nana, come get this on RJ Watkins Live right quick and just hand it back to me. I don't want to just do live, huh? Okay, you'll be all right. Welcome. My name is Edgar Lohman. We're going to talk about some money. I love to talk about where we going, what we doing, and how it benefits you to go and do also. But every time we talk about money, we got to throw a disclaimer in there, because we want to make sure that everybody listening, knowing that it's on your personal efforts. I've started this show almost, 2015, 2015, so 5 years ago. We were just coming out exposing entrepreneurs in the field that they love. Because when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So I'm a master plumber out here in this industry, and it is doing wonderful. It is going exciting. Everything is moving and shaking. But the strength about it is the personal development that I receive from entrepreneurship with these companies called network marketing has been phenomenal. I ran into a group of cats we getting ready to talk about now. So throwing out that disclaimer here at Ibuumerang, Ibuumerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies, meaning similar to a gym. And it's the funny thing about Ibuumerang, the presentations are consistently talking about the same thing because you can get the same results. And it's the same globally. Anywhere you go and hear Ibuumerang presentation, you're going to hear the same thing because repetition is how it works and how it gets things done. So whatever you put in at a gym, when you pay that membership and you see all that beautiful equipment, and some people normally when you're in there paying for your membership, you see people working out, you see people sweating and grinding and breathing hard and catching their breath because they made a personal commitment. Even if you go with a friend a few times, some of those times that friend is not going to be there. So the commitment that you make is the results that you're looking for. So when you stop going, then you stop looking for the results. But the money keeps coming out because of the commitment. So just like here at Ibuumerang, whatever you put in, you definitely get out. So here at Ibuumerang, it's time for you to take control. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, we've all been sent home. The world say, go home. There's something going on out here on the planet, and everybody need to go home. And then some people stayed outside. But the majority of the people went home. It's also time for you to earn more money. Wow. So you at home, you was making some money, but now it's time for you to earn more money. And we've came up with a concept to where that will happen. And it's also time for you to start a home-based business. I mean, you're at home anyway. A lot of jobs out here are paying you from home. So now you actually can earn income on the side of home-based money. Now you can do all types of things from home. The privacy and the comfort of that cell phone, it can be amazing. So let's talk about our mission here at Ibuumerang, to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling. Wait a minute, Edgar. You're talking about succeeding without selling. And that is amazing. Let me see that phone over there. Is it on there already? I had it here. Excuse me. I'm just going right off the cuff. This right here is on live. It's not R.J. Watkins' thing. Absolutely. That's why I gave it to you. I was doing this. Oh, the other one, this one. Which one are you holding? Thank you, young lady. Moving right along. Our mission to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling. 5-star lifestyle at a 3-star price. It's some stuff going out here where you can spend a little and get a lot. That's how it is today. Technology is providing that opportunity. And it's hashtag, we're just different. We're doing it different today. Let's taking you from a modern, outdated business model. That means something that's been out for a long time where we just been used to. The cabs, the limo services, the different things that we're so comfortable, relaxed to, that when we see it new, it shocks a lot of us, and it scares even a lot more of us to realize that things are changing right before our eyes. Washing dishes manually to a dishwasher, even just that small, just that simple. Even looking at network marketing here, where customers pay more and only the most experienced people win. Could I have that phone that you switched over? Because I need it with me. That's why I gave it to you to give to me, so I can see me send the information to the world. In the modern era where the money you make, we say make money only when the customer saves money. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's my daughter. She's growing by leaps and bounds. I'm so proud of her. But back to the mission at hand. Advanced tools to help you succeed with proven leadership. Remember, we're doing this live, so anything is liable to happen here at the Coffee Man Show. Definitely, because the mission that I made was to stay the course and expose the opportunity for the listeners out there to take a look at something for a change and invest in yourself for enough time to where you start seeing daylight. Let's move on to talk about the leadership. Let's look at the history of the leadership. Houghton Bugs, 1990, less than $500 a month for the first 7 years. Now, that is amazing. You got a young man, he's 48 years old. In 1990, he made a decision to get involved in something that was going to impact his life. Now, it's funny, 1990 all the way today, that's 10 years ago, to where he saw back then what he's living today, but the course he had to go through to get to that, he was committed 10 years ago. That is a strong commitment to where the ups and downs, the no's, yeah, I'm gonna start with you, you the best, and disappear, and the foreclosures and hiding the vehicles and doing whatever it takes to break that threshold of poverty. Just stay in the course, and that is so important. From 1990, $500 a month for the first 7 years. Wow, I don't know if I could have done that. I just don't know. Back in 1990, it was so much going on. My mind was everywhere. And then in 97, he developed a formula, and he developed and formed out a system to achieve rapid success. Wow. So that means in the midst of not making money, he started making some other things to the point to where it was beneficial. Record-breaking earnings sales in the last 10 years supported over 45 people to earn over $1 million in income. And in March of 2019, he founded Ibuumerang, this company right here. Now, it's fine because back 2012, I had an opportunity to hear him speak, follow his vision, hear how exciting and motivated and just the vision that he had in the company that he was in when I met him, when I saw him, but I got a chance to meet him in 2019. Matter of fact, it was in December. We was on a cruise, and I got a chance to shake his hand and take a picture with him. And it was a life-changing experience because what I saw is that he wasn't playing, that he was sincere about helping the people that was never going to make it without the information that he was providing. He was really sincere about that. And that right there was amazing to me. So we got Houghton Bug as the chairman. We got Edward Haynes, the global master distributor. Now, this guy right here, global master ambassador, was the first person that joined up in the company. Then you got T. Gray, VP of operation. We call him VP of everything because he has the answers to get the job done. When Houghton Bugs get with these guys like Mark Kickcart and Lori Spears and David Manning and Peter Hurst, all of these cats right here, when he sit down at the round table and let them know where his vision is, they all go to work. And here I sit before you today and in a uniform, which is laid back and comfortable, totally different from the suited and booted, from the spending all your money to the bling bling. We came a whole nother route. So we're not running around flashing cars and money and things of that nature. We got something going on called a good party. And we're having 4 of them a week. And what is a good party? G-O-O-D, get out of debt. We just made a decision this time around to be free. Free from all those things that's held us down. Free from showing off to people that don't care anyway. So leadership, when you're listening to how it works and it's proven, you just want to share it. So let's talk about our team created a concept to make the future of business easier. And that's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lot easier doing this right here than anything else I've ever done. That means I don't run out to do business. I actually just do business while I'm out. I was doing a plumbing job earlier today and was talking to the homeowner. Ended up giving them a boomerang, sending them some information. And this week we'll be sitting down with them talking about an opportunity. That right there is priceless. So let's look at what's taking place here. The PRIB, P-R-I-B, Perpetual Residual Income Builder. Now this right here looks like a globe, looks like a planet. And what I love about it, it is the new technology, black-owned, operated, debt-free PRIB. Now, what is a PRIB? I'm glad you asked. Look at this like you would look at Lexus, like you would look at Siri's, like you would look at Google, like you would look at the different things that the world is using today to keep up with our wants and our desires. Well, how is Lexus doing that? Because they made a decision to track us based on the things that we like, based on the things that we're thinking about, that we're talking about. I was talking about a Craftmatic bed. I started getting emails about it. Start talking about pest control because it was some big animals in my neighborhood. Start getting emails from Terminex, stuff like that. It's so amazing. Start talking about windows. And I started getting information from window companies like Wallside and things of that. That right there is no longer scary. It's almost expected. Because if I want something done and I talk about it long enough, it will show up right in front of me. Technology at its finest. The PRIB, that's our Google. That's our Lexus. That's our series. So when you start hearing PRIB, order me some movie tickets from the latest Denzel Washington movie and throw a box of popcorn in there. I need about 6 tickets. So when I get there, all of that is sitting right there. PRIB, can you show me how to get to the grocery store from my location? PRIB, can you find out what the weather's going to be tomorrow about 5 o'clock? Detailed information. PRIB, I'm looking for my cousin. They stay on such and such a street. Their name is such and such a. And that is so amazing. Technology has a hold on you. And we can take advantage of it and be financially incentivized. That is so amazing. The PRIB. What does the PRIB do? It assists you in doing what many have struggled to do in the past, especially in the industry of network marketing. The follow-up. Always heard that the fortune is in the follow-up. Now you have the PRIB to do that for you. Always heard, I'm not a salesperson, but you sold yourself to your spouse. So you're a certain type of salesperson. You sold yourself on that job interview. And that is amazing. So when you say you're not a salesperson, then you need to quit selling me on you not being a salesperson. Because we are. We just don't know that that's what we've been doing all our life. That outfit you put on and looked in the mirror before you left, you were selling yourself to yourself. So when others see you, they see you based on your approval. Cross-selling, all of those things that the PRIB do. Elizabeth, when you get a chance, adjust my screen from that laptop there. That'll be great. It's just amazing how we can take what we have and go to the next level. Elizabeth, this screen right here. on the laptop, go behind the TV and take care of that and bring it, because I'm seeing a split screen, a welcoming orientation, all of that stuff. It's just amazing how we can get the training, the upgrading, the events, the retention, all of those things come out of the pre-op. So we're looking to move and shake and do straighten the screen out. Yeah. Can you get it? Okay. But anyway, moving right along. We're going to keep it moving. I think you got it? Cool. All right. So let me see where we at. You see how you have it in the middle? Okay, you got it right now, right? Let's see what you got. Okay, that's cool. Ibuumerang travel platform. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Now, the travel portion, I Go Travel, is the front door of the pre-op, because the pre-op is a source, just like Google is a source, just like the sun is a source. These things are sources, and we use those sources to benefit our lifestyle. You look at Lexus, that's a source. So we have a pre-op, we have our own source. And what we did, we took the largest thing out there, which is travel, and we added it to the source. Just like Amazon added books at the beginning, they added books to the source, and the books was able to let the source find out what we like and how we like it and start sending it to us. So now we have the pre-op. And why did we choose travel? Because travel is an $8 trillion industry. And when you look at Bookings Holdings and Expedia Group, Rentacars.com is a part of Booking Holdings. Kayak is a part of Booking Holdings. Pricelines is a part of Expedia Group. These two companies here has monopolized the industry to where they can hire companies to book on their sites, and all they're doing is moving around prices to the point to where they're taking turns. There's 45 other websites out there and they made over $19 billion in 2018. Now we are set up to offer the same inventory, and it's just been amazing. It's been amazing. To just know that alone, to just know that it's two companies out here. When I search to go out of town and I'm looking on the website and I find it at what I think is cheap, what I think is a savings, it's from the same company, just getting me where I need to be, knowing that all together they marked it up high enough. Because if I'm buying something for $5 and in reality is only $2, so instead of me paying $5, you sell it to me for $4.75, and I think I got a savings. But it really costs $2. Smoke and mirrors, right? Wow. That's really what's going on in the travel industry. You have a whole lot of stuff to do. I don't know if you remember walking up to the counter at the airport and purchasing airline tickets, or going to Greyhound and buying a ticket across the counter, or standing at the counter and ordering rent-a-cars, or the convenience of standing there renting a car on your cell phone. These prices have been increased to the point where instead of you paying the $9, you pay $8, but it really costs $5. So did you get a savings? Or did you just get a reduced price? Think about that. So what we decided to do, we offer the same inventory and we pass the savings on to you. Let's look at New York, 4.5-star hotel on Expedia. We have that same platform, same booking time, same hotel, same dates and everything. No blackout dates here. Per night, Expedia had it for $339. So what they did, they took a hotel room for a certain amount of time that in reality, let's say it only cost $100. Yeah, let's use that number. They took it, they put it on their site, and they charged $339. And if you look around further and further into Expedia and the different travel sites, you might find it for $305. So you would think $305 from $339 is a savings. Nope, that's just a lower cost. That's just a sales price. But when you look at our site, you get what it really is. You get $178 a night, same room, same time. So the savings between what they do and what we've done is $161. Look at the Paris, France, 4-star hotel, $440 a night. You think Paris, wow, another country, I can afford that. But when you go to Paris, you're staying 7 to 10 days. So you can't go because at $440 a night for a room, but how about if it was $130 a night? Same time, same everything. Look at the New York rent-a-car companies. Wow, $392 total for the vehicle. You know, to where you can actually benefit more. You can benefit more by hanging out on iGo site for $221. It doesn't cost you nothing to have an iGo site on your cell phone, just like it doesn't cost you anything to have Uber site on your cell phone or Lyft site on your cell phone. The things that we carry on our cell phone, when we're ready to use it, we're ready to spend money, is sitting there for your convenience. We took the technology and made it work for us. And we also made it financially incentivized for you to do the same thing. So we'll talk about how you can be a part of what's taking place. Now remember, all we did was add the largest industry to the company to get you to see the value right there in what you like to do. When you get a raise on your job and they give you 2 weeks off with pay, do you just go home and pay bills, or do you prepare to go out of town to some of these places, using the hotels, the rent-a-cars, the cruises, the flights? They have a whole lot of cruise boats. Why? Because it's a whole lot of people getting their cruise on. They have a whole lot of airlines. Why? Because they got a lot of people in the air. They got a whole lot of homes out here, like the timeshares and the weeks and things of that nature. We have over 400,000 homes at a very comfortable price versus what the world is charging you. See, you don't know until you know. We got marketplace, meaning when you get somewhere and you want to know what's going on out there, you just go on the site, find out where you are, and they'll tell you all of the benefits that you could take advantage of. You got wine clubs, gift cards, restaurant savings. I got restaurant $100 gift cards for $11. You got shore excursion, theme parks. We was hanging out at Cedar Point. We'll be back for Halloween weekend, where we got season tickets for this year and next year for a very comfortable price. Outdoor activities, shopping rewards, worldwide tours, energy travel services, emergency traveling services, to where if you want to purchase emergency travel services while you're out there enjoying your life, very comfortably priced. You can even play golf while you're out there. Question is, do you boomerang? The answer is simple. You'll be asked that question as time comes. Excuse me, do you boomerang? So when I meet somebody, that's a great opener. Do you boomerang? What do you mean? Oh, great. I'm glad you asked. It's a new technology out here that everybody is leaning towards when they spend money. So we out here showing the deuces. Me, I'm leaning towards saving money. So when I share this information, I ask a person, do they boomerang? They say, what do you mean? Well, it's leaning towards saving money, the new technology out here. So that right there is phenomenal. So yes, I boomerang. And let's back up for a minute, because the things you do and with the boomerang, how do you get a boomerang? Call me, text me, 313-686-4817, and I'll send you what we've been sending everybody, which is you generate a code online, send it via text or email. You receive a code from me. You activate the code on igoboom.com, and you're on and popping. That means you could take advantage of excursions, all type of stuff. We got so many things going into the Priup, and the Priup will notify you on the next big boom, just like Uber notify you when they decided to, instead of picking you up, they can pick your food up and bring it to you. And they didn't go around, they didn't call you. They didn't have a big news report and spend all that type of money on advertising. They didn't get billboards. They just sent you an email. They done an email blast. You ever had an Amber Alert on your phone? And it's so amazing. Wherever you at on the planet, everybody gets the same alert at the same time. That's called technology. That's called things to evolve to a point of what's next. So just like that Amber Alert, we got an alert if we had an Uber app in our phone about Uber Eats. And then Uber started bringing people food, and then all of a sudden now you see Grubhub. So you got different technology coming out there being financially incentivized. Now, Uber will come out with something else because technology constantly evolves. Let's look at the travel saving bonuses. As an ambassador, because the only way you can be a part of Ibuumerang as a customer or as a travel saving ambassador, which we call a TCA, a TSA, is that you have to have a 6-digit code. I mean, when I joined, I got a 6-digit code, and I was able to use that code and get up to 70% off on all of my travels because I decided to be a part of the company. Matter of fact, I'm one of the founders. I am so excited. Just the privilege alone of being locked and loaded in a position in a company that when they first started, I was sitting in the room. Somebody had a meeting, and I was invited. Were you invited to the Uber meeting? Was you invited to the meeting when they launched Facebook? No, I mean, they're having meetings about change. Was you in that meeting when Amazon started? No, we just became consumers. Wow, now you can be financially incentivized. You know, and I don't want to go deep into the money. You can give me a call 313-686-4817. We can talk about it because the main information today is getting in the way of what's coming. Here we have the Priup. And then we added travel to the Priup. So we have a travel platform in the Priup for your convenience. What else did we add to the Priup? I'm glad you asked. One of the fastest growing segments of travel is the drive share industry. Remember, the gig economy is for all ages, all type of people. I'm in a restaurant the other day. A lady stepped up. She said, "Hi, I'm picking up some food for so-and-so." And they asked her, Grubhub or Uber Eats? And she said, Uber Eats. Somebody paid her $20 to pick up their food. That didn't have nothing to do with the price of the food. The food was already paid for. They paid her $20 to go to the store, go to the restaurant, get their food. And when she got there, it was cars everywhere. But based on technology, she earned income by dropping off food for others. And she said, I do this on the side. That's a gig. Back in the day, it was a hustle. So we have Vibe Rides in the Priup. Now, what is Vibe Rides? Vibe Ride is introduced to us through choosing your vibe. What do I mean by that? It's the next generation is drive share. That's where today's society is going. Just look at it. Just look at it. You got more people looking for a ride than it is drivers out there. So that means when you be qualified to drive, endless amount of income based on the services that you're hooked up to that's going to pay you to drive for them. So we created and bought our own Vibe Ride. Listen out, look for it, Edgar, when it's going to get to Detroit. I don't know. Just like I don't know how this mic work. But what I do know, when I talk into it, my voice carries. What I do know is that Vibe Rides will be here without a shadow of a doubt. Vibe Rides will be everywhere you go. We're already driving and operating right now in Houston and in Florida right now. I heard they're going to open up in Arizona. They even opening up in Mexico. We're coming. We are coming. You can earn when you drive, which is Uber and Lyft is doing that right now. You can actually earn when the customer ride. That's something that nobody is being financially incentivized by. And you can also earn when others drive. So that means I can have a fleet of drivers and never drive and be financially incentivized. Remember, that 6-digit code gets you the privilege to be financially incentivized in a system that's already out here. I asked the Uber driver the other day, excuse me, do you get paid when you don't drive? He said, of course not. I said, of course not. I said, wow, take this information. All you have to do is sign up as a driver, and the Priya will keep you posted on when we're in a neighborhood near you. It's always going to be riders. Always. We're looking for drivers. So you can reach me at 313-686-4817, and we will definitely get you the information you need to where you can have a fleet of drivers and a fleet of riders and never drive yourself. Financially incentivized. That's choosing your vibe. And we have something within the vibe to where, based on the weather, let's say it's snowing in Detroit. You could call a Vibe Ride and tell them you want to have the heat on 82. You can also say, I really don't want the driver talking. I'm kind of in a hurry, and I'm going to be on my cell phone. You know, and then if ladies, we have something called Girl Power, to where you can request a lady driver. And then if we have lady drivers that's running around picking up people, she can request only to pick up women. Because remember, it's always going to be somebody going somewhere. So why not be financially incentivized? You know, it's amazing. I mean, you can look at this as a way where the active income earned when you drive up to 75%. So if you got $100 fare going somewhere, you get $75. You know, and the amazing part about it is that the person that gave you the 6-digit code to drive, they get 3% of you every time you drive. They get 3% every time the rider rides, because you cannot get in a Vibe Ride. You cannot be a part of Ibuumerang as a customer or travel saving ambassador unless you have the 6-digit code that locks and loads you into being financially incentivized. Driver's passive model. I mean, the drive share 3% equals 15,000. Fares of $50 a year, 10 drivers. Just think, I mean, and you don't even have to drive. You just turn 10 people on driving, and every time they drive, you get 3%. Wow. The average fare, $15. So amazing. Boom. Yeah, it's just, I mean, 10 riders, 50 riders, 10 ride. Oh my God, the money is phenomenal. For you to make money off the efforts of others, who would have thought? I mean, the world's been doing it all the time. You know, the big wheels sit at the top rolling while the little worker bees keep it moving. That's exactly how it works. And there's more ways that you can get paid. And I'm just going to keep this presentation moving. It's more ways to get paid. We got some brand new things added to, some brand new verticals added to the crib. One is called Bill Genius. Bill Genius. I'm talking about your bills, that you can upload your bills here in this technology called Bill Genius, and they will negotiate your Sprint bill. They will negotiate your gas bill. They will negotiate your home security bill. They will negotiate your cell phone bill. Oh my God, your internet bill. They will negotiate those bills to the lowest common denominator. And when Bill Genius save your money, a penny earned is a penny saved. And if they find you at the lowest portion of payment in your services, they'll send you a $25, $30 gift certificate just for giving them the privilege to monitor your bills. That's just another vertical added to the crib. Then we have something called Zents. Zents is a fragrance technology to where you can actually choose your mood. How do you want to feel? How do you want to move through today's society? Something for allergies, something for when you have sleep deprivation, things of that nature, to where you can choose your mood. And I got a shipment coming in October where I'll be offering Zents. It's a 12-hour technology thing that you just slide right under your nose like a little upside down earring. It's, you really can't even see it, but if for those that can put it on their nose and it be seen, that's a great sales tool. Excuse me, what is that you're wearing? And you could go right into the sales of it. It is amazing what's going on. Customer acquisition, all of these things is tied to you being financially incentivized. You can definitely reach me at 313-686-4817 in order to get more information on the income part, team building model. If you're that type of go-getter, that entrepreneur versus just being a consumer, you can actually get involved and make some massive income here at Ibuumerang. And that always talking about income, you want to make sure it's always based on your personal efforts. So what we throw out there is a disclaimer. All of the money I'm talking about is based on your personal efforts. It's people in the company to date. We're only 18 months old. We got 6, 7, 8-figure income earners already because they made a decision to stay the course and go deeper into the technology and grown-up game of follow the leader. That is amazing. So once you get one on the left, one on the right, you have a dual team. That means you're qualified to receive income from under you, whether you know them or not. So that part of the business is very phenomenal. I've been taking advantage of that to the point where my monthly fee of $99.95 is being paid for by itself. So here's how you get started. Standby position wholesale starter kit. You get a Boomerang customer site. You get 5 boomerangs to send out to friends and family. 25% off direct travel sales bonuses. 25% of referrals commissions. You get an iDecide interactive presentation. I'll be sending some of those out later today. This presentation literally sends information to your friends that's interested, to where they can interact with the email you send them, and they will also notify you that the friend you sent it to is now watching it. So the benefit of the business building itself for you, another one of those things that just keeps you financially incentivized. If you're going to invest in something, invest in technology and get the personal development, because that's priceless. And then select your membership pack. All of them has a monthly subscription of $99.95, because what you're paying for, you could run a lemonade stand for $99.95 a month. plus your location is limited. Right now, we're in over 70 countries, and we are taking technology by storm. So we got the Coach Pack. Coach Pack is $250 plus the $49. What do you get for that? You get 10 boomerangs. You get a 50% bonus percentage. You get up to 10% on the dual team. Access to the crib, access to Vibe rides. For business class, it's $500 plus the $49. You get 25 boomerangs. You get 100% of the bonus percentages. You get up to 12% on the dual team, access to the crib, access to Vibe rides. And this is where I got in at 58 years old. When this was introduced to me, it came across me like this here. Hey, Edgar, have you heard what Houghton Bugs did? And soon I heard the name, I pulled over and I gave up my charge car. Okay, you didn't find out what it didn't matter. Because when you're following somebody that has a proven track record to where he put in the due diligence just so we don't lose unless we choose to. It was a no-brainer. At 58 years old, did I have $1,000 to invest? No. No, I didn't. But that's even worse. How you 58 and you don't have $1,000? Is that considered the normal? Really? 5 kids, 10 grandkids, and you don't have $1,000? What did you do in your life, or what have you done? But then if you had $1,000, are you worth investing in yourself long enough to get the results? Wow. And then to run around and try to do a lot of research, like you research the job that you punched the clock on. You never done that. You never done that. But when you invest in yourself, you want all the nuts and bolts, and none of that makes sense. I don't know. I think our makeup is kind of made up to the point to where we value what we don't get, and we'll save until we lose it to never return again. Yeah, because you can hold your money long enough to spend it where it'll never come back. Or you can get rid of it because it's not enough anyway and just hope for the best. You can't take it with you. But it's up to you. When that decision came across my table, it was a no-brainer because I was 58 with no money and working every day. And since that 18 months ago, I can tell you now, flat out, without even blinking, that I broke the back of poverty. I comfortably earn 6 figures every year. It's amazing. Sometimes 7. And that's I throw out the disclaimer of it was my personal efforts. It was my personal drive. I wanted more out of life. I mean, Ibuumerang has the beautifulest concept that I've ever saw, because it gave me more than just the boomerang. It gave me the benefits of taking that technology and applying it to my life on a personal level, to where everything I do, I'm financially incentivized. Multiple streams of income. I had a person call me during the break, Edgar, what's your Cash App? Let me send you this. Hallelujah. Excuse me, can I send it to you on Zelle? That happened 3 times today. That is so amazing. And it's only because I made a decision to listen to somebody else that was doing it. I remember getting one check and it going out in my mind 3 to 5 different ways. Now I have multiple streams of income coming in no less than 4 different ways, because I made a decision and I stayed the course. And when I needed help, I reached out to those that were helping. I didn't reach out to those that didn't have a clue. It's amazing. I say welcome. I say let's get started. I say join the team. Ibuumerang. Look up Holton Bugs. Yeah. I can be reached 313-686-4817, and we always got to throw that disclaimer out there because we cannot and will not make any guarantees to you as a person getting involved unless you follow how it works. I mean, it's this simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you give me 10% of your time and let me earn the 90%, I can show you some strategies and some results and some information and some tools to where we can get on the other side of money. Hey, it's been my time. It's always been a privilege. Remember, vividly visualize yourself as the person you want to be and enthusiastically achieve your goal. God bless. Take care.
Calling all entrepreneurs, backed by popular demand. That's right, the Coffee Man Show has launched a brand new series, 15 weeks of Ibuumerang training, starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th, from 6 to 7 p.m. Come get in the way of this information by giving him a call at 313-686-4817. That's 313-686-4817, starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th. The Coffee Man Show.